Yo. Hello. Hello. How are you? Sorry, I'm making mouth noises here. That's horrible. Ah, what's going on with this? This looks weird. Chat looks different in a way that I don't know how to explain. That's weird. Hello, you Endure. Hello, Springhill Jim. Hello, Gruffy Bears. Thank you, Hermoso. Thank you, Gruffy Bears. Test indeed. Mega Slippers, thank you. Good evening. Just doing a test to make sure this still does what it's supposed to. You know, because I've had to start from scratch essentially with the computer. I've mostly had to start from scratch. Just making sure settings are correct, and that the reason I need to make sure this definitely works is because it's the Game Awards tomorrow night. You know, at midnight. It couldn't have been a worse. Couldn't have been a worse time for the Game Awards to be happening. Cheers, Andrew. How are you, man? This is a test indeed. I just wanted to make sure this was, still working. That it wasn't going to collapse or some shit. So the Game Awards is... Hold on, I've got midnight written on the calendar. When does it actually start, though? Oh, right, it starts at 12:30. And I've put midnight so that it's like... So we can have a wee chat half an hour before it starts. I would just go to bed instead of doing that. Watch the VOD in the morning so you can skip all the ads. It's no fun though, Ewan. The fun is that there's a load of us here regretting that decision. And then occasionally something really good happens. I get why people don't want to, Cheers, Sentiment, remember. Cheers, man. Hello to you. The fun is watching a man storm the stage. There's always bullshit. There's always disappointment, but sometimes there's really good. Like I'll such a stupid sentence. I'll never forgive myself for being no well last year and missing being on here in fucking Herald of Darkness being performed live. I watched it myself, just at the computer without streaming, but I very much regret that. I regret it. I wish I had just streamed it even though I was quite ill. It wouldn't have taken much more effort. I was still sat here. It would have just been me like that. So that's a regret. The way some people in the know are talking about this one is though it's going to be life changing. Really? I've not actually heard any mad chat. I think we'll probably see Mayor Death Stranding 2 : on the beach. Dose that with paracetamol and go in after you're not. That's what I should have done, I should have. I think what I'm going to do is the tactical kip. So, to explain what I meant by that the Game Awards couldn't be happening at a worse time. Last week, we had to cancel the whole week at work because my ma had COVID. But it wasn't just cancelling that week, it was moving them into this week and next week. So Friday's usually our long day at work. Usually we don't finish until about maybe 7 or 8 o'clock at night. The next 2 weeks are Fridays every day. So I'm at my most knackered, most just pissed off. And it's Christmas, and it should be good, and it's no good. And, you know, all that shit. So I'm gonna have to like finish work tomorrow at like, I don't know, 7, straight to bed. Get up at 11, have dinner, sit for a wee minute, start the stream at midnight. I think that's what's going to have to happen. The things I do, man. The things I do to have a wee bit of fun. Because it is fun. I think it's always been fun when it's the Game Awards. There's loads of other things that are, they're just like disappointing the whole way through. You know what I mean? Like a state of play. Nintendo Directs are usually quite good for ups and downs, but a lot of other stuff, there's just a quite, and sometimes a, Game Awards is so that I can almost forgive it. We'll carry you through the stream like Spider-Man in that train. He's just a kid. Me in the suit, but the suit's all bust because I'm too fat for it. I don't know why I would still be in the Spider-Man suit if I'm sitting on stream watching a Game Awards thing. You just appear, pulling me off camera. What's that line again? He's just a kid, no older than my son. And then it goes down to 37-year-old Tobey Maguire's face. Oh yeah, you're putting me in the suit. Of course, that's right. Breaking into my house. Coming up via ladder, smashing my window. Oh fuck, I didn't realise that was... This is how disoriented my life has been recently. There's the box that I took my PC up to the PC guy in. There's my motherboard box with my old motherboard and shit sitting in it. I've not even tidied that stuff away. Everything's a fucking mess. I nearly lost the lens out of my glasses earlier. I had to get my wee kit out and tighten the screw. Everything's... I'll probably explode tomorrow night. Everything's just gone to shite. Merry Christmas. So what you've been up to? What's happening? It's been a while since we've done one of these. Let me just check when the last one was actually. I mean, it's not been ages, but it's been a wee bit. 24th of November. 24th of November that was. It's going to be me storming the stage. Man, I'd love to storm the stage. I'd love to have I'd love to have nothing to lose. Sorry, I'm clicking on things now, forgetting I'm on a stream. Nakeds, no. Again, additional costs happened with this. So an extra £150 just had to vanish from my bank because the M2 that was in that, and I do remember him saying it back in the day when the fella was helping me with that PC, he was like, it's an M2 but it's an SSD. It wasn't a, what you got, NEVC, you know the code. So it was an M2 but an SSD still, no the new shit. And that, NVMe, thank you. That motherboard just flat out wouldn't... I think I maybe got lucky. It seemed as if that SSD M2 that I had was maybe about to die or something, because that motherboard just would not recognise it. And even the fella's got one of those wee devices where it's got several slots for M2s, and it's so you can plug them in as if it's like just externals for your PC, but you can also plug a couple in and like clone hard drives between them. So if you were, installing a new one, it's like, oh, we'll just clone your old one so you've still got the OS and shit on it. It wouldn't even recognise my old M2 at all, and he gave it like a good clean to make sure of it. So I think I maybe got lucky that it was about to die on me, which would have been worse to be suddenly saddled with a PC not working. But so £150 on a new NVMe. Ta-da! So nae cares, no. Nae anything. I can't remember the last time I bought something that wasn't just some food. Just something to eat quickly and get on. I've been having a shite time, is what I'm saying. Quite bad. And I kinda can't wait until just like Christmas, like real Christmas. So maybe tomorrow night will be Christmassy. Maybe I'll don my Christmas jumper. And I'm wearing my bonnet right now, no, because it's cold, because I've no shaved my head. I look like shit, man. No shaved my head in a while because I've still got the wound from my previous head shaving when I took another chunk out my head. So you kind of shave your head until that heals. So you have to be 45 with the horseshoe. Aye, some tinsel around my shoulders, all that shit. Since you're asking how we're doing, I just signed my contract for partnership at my firm. Nice one, man. Effective the 1st of January, I am a partner. Nice one, man. That's good to hear. Partner. Get that name on the door. I don't know. Duncan in Radspiel. One of those kind of things. I don't know how partner works. When I hear partner, I'm like, oh, the name on the building. The name on the door. That should come with partnership. Maybe it does. Oh. Wait, what? Sorry, I just got a notification there saying Castle Super Beast just went live on Twitch. Did they know? This is a Wednesday. I thought they went live yesterday. I've no time to look at shit. It's weird. This is like the most free time I've had in like 2 weeks. It's very strange. Oh, the stream died yesterday, so the other day, and like, we'll just move it to tomorrow. I wonder if that's Twitch or if they have been having some issues actually recently, but it's like just them. I'm saying that as if I watch any other streamers. That's it. Hamlin, McGill and Redspiel. That's what you want. And I'd just like to thank you and Dua for the direct to PayPal Twitch sub. Thank you very much, pal. Appreciated. A Christmas sub. Oh my. Has a nice ring to it, but the reality is it's going to cost me that. Really? How does that work? The stream info, including title, etc., is currently at the top of the stream for me now on all streams. Is that an update they did recently without telling? I've seen no mention of that. Maybe they're, sometimes they'll like soft launch something with I'm saying a few 100,000 people probably, to get some feelers for. I mean, that seems very distracting. But then again, people obviously couldn't see the stuff at the bottom, because you think how many times it happens here, and I've seen it happen to other people, where a stranger will appear or something, and they'll be like, "What game is this?" It's written right there, mate. Big fucking text right there. You didn't join the stream in full screen, so maybe they're like, let's move this somewhere new so people spot it. Even that, right? See, even if they hadn't noticed it, it's always a game that it's like, it's Tomb Raider, mate. Like, that's Lara. You know Lara Croft. What game's this? It's Minecraft. You've never seen Minecraft. It's weird. It's very strange, all that jazz. Aye, hello streamer, please describe for me in detail what my eyes are currently seeing. Yes. Watch 5,000 streams, somehow unfamiliar with Twitch having titles and categories. I mean, people are stupid though. People do miss obvious stuff, so I can understand. Maybe if there was a wee Subway Surfers happening down just next to the title. That's right. Wow, hot takes on the youth. Oh, scathing. Give me a radio show in the UK. This is just radio, innit? This shit. Kinda. I always laugh, people like, ugh, I hate those reaction channels. I hate those reaction videos. And you watch this. Just because it's 3 hours long, it doesn't mean it's not a long react video. What is this if not that? Let's not pretend we're above that shit. Take that, Gen Alpha. The poor bastards who are going to be known as Gen Beta or Beta. That's unrecoverable. You're never going to recover for that. They could be the nicest, most attractive, most successful people in the world, Gen Beta, but that's just going to hang over them like a sword of Damocles. I'm praying for them. I'm praying for those poor fuckers. Praying for those bastards. Love reaction videos for big metal tracks. Reaction videos for music is so funny. Like, do you know who's winning the reacting to music? I'm saying war as if there's a. Do you know who's winning at that whole game though? And they've got it fucking nailed down. Black folk. Black folk. What they're doing, it's beautiful. This, they are riding on the assumption that people would have, racists, that they only know rap music. So these people who are like 58 can go on the internet and pretend that that's the first time they're hearing the Beatles. Mate, come on. But hey, they're getting all the views for it. Get that fucking, secure that bag. Aye, they've got it down pat. You Google any music track and then react. Top result, a black couple. Guy and his girlfriend sitting. Look. John Lennon did what? Fucking, they've got it nailed. Secured the bag. Black guy discovers guitars are real. Pog face, that's it. Aye, oh my god, the first time I've heard Duran Duran and shit. I can understand if the person was like 17, but they're older than me. But Andy, I don't think they're admitting they're ignorant. I think they're just feigning it to secure the bag. Man, they even have people reacting to like kind of like the classic films of all time that people saw when they were, everybody kind of watched when they were like 18 or something. You have people who are like my age now, 35, and it's like seeing, I don't know, The Shawshank Redemption for the first time, seeing The Godfather for the first. Mate. Well done, but mate, come on. Aye. Love seeing it. Aye, get that bag. Gruffy Bears, you only just saw The Godfather for the first time. You should have recorded that. You could have been making hundreds of pounds. Not thousands, let's be fair, but hundreds of pounds. Aye, you should have got a camera set up. Aye, did you go, this is really long? They could have cut this film down. This would have worked better as, I don't know, 347 clips on TikTok. That would have been much better. Oh, take that, Gen Alpha. Oh, burns your ass. I don't hate young people. I think I'm jealous. They've no fucked it yet. Aye, a react video of someone sitting quietly enjoying a film wordlessly. That's it. That's the ultimate. Occasionally, they just pause it to go away for a pee. Come back. All these pops at the young'uns whilst wearing a him shirt. I respect it. That's right. Because we had it much better than them. We had it much better. I think I wrote a tweet about that the other week about children saying they were going to get me while I was listening to Razorblade Romance. What am I even doing here? This was meant to be a wee quick test. It's just been 20 minutes of talking shite. It's no like me. Such a departure for these streams. Was there something else I meant to talk about? I'm clicking on things as if I've got notes written somewhere that's going to, you know, remind me about something. Nah, I don't see it in my emails or something. You forgot to address the allegations. Don't know what you mean, mate. Don't know what you mean. I'm trying to think. I don't even think there's anything new to show. I got new slippers. They're downstairs. I bought them for an Instagram advert because I'm an idiot. And it took 3 weeks to get here because they came from China. They're nice though, they're comfy. You've probably seen the ads, they're called Pluffy. Pluffy. Oh, you started Alan Wake 2? Nice, man. I keep meaning to jump back in. Oh, that's what I meant to say. What? H-Bomber guy was retweeting Owen's fucking Star Trek stream for some reason today. Owen knows. Owen and H-Bomber guy know each other. Like, they've played like Fortnite together and shit. Yeah, because it was Owen's birthday yesterday. And folk were like retweeting their favourite Infinite Review stuff in that. Aye, there, a lot of bigger YouTubers show up in the comments of Owen's videos too. Aye. Because they recognise quality. Everyone loves Owen. One of the first things I did when I got my, when I got this set up, and I was like, because I'd been like writing a wee list while I was in work for like programs in it to re-download and shit. So like Steam was up the top. Downloaded Steam, and something I hadn't even thought about either was the port that the Ethernet cable goes into on this motherboard is faster than the port on my old one. So where, even though I've got like gigabit internet, when I would download something in Steam, the fastest it would go download wise was maybe like 150, 200 meg. I pressed download and watched it go 900 and something and just stayed there while it re-downloaded fucking Stalker 2 in like no time. And it was like because the old motherboard couldn't do gigabit connections, where I think when I plugged into that Ethernet port, I think it said it's a 2.5, so it's kind of future proofed a bit for when internet gets even better. And then I'm like, alright, and I booted up Stalker 2 and like just immediately going in, nae chugging, running smooth as butter, looking nice. Like, aye, nae chugging at all. What a fucking difference. Probably helps that it's had a few patches since I streamed it at launch. But so I think the only thing I've got left to like upgrade in this is the GPU. But I think that'll be next year. I don't have £500 kicking about now. I think I'll probably go to a 4070. That's the only annoying thing. See, after doing all that upgrading, it's still a 2070 in there, 2070 Super. All that upgrading, you boot up Indiana Jones, and at medium settings, it's gone, you don't have enough VRAM for this. And the anger that shot through me thinking of the amount of money that's just went into this because I've no updated the GPU. It's like, I'm afraid it's just mediums. Medium settings are fucking great, don't get me wrong. But it was like, you what? Default to ultra now. No. But it was saying that I don't have enough VRAM for medium. Runs smooth as butter on medium. Looks great. Don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Apparently it's not optimised well, but we'll see. Aye, house instantly explodes. That's what I'm looking for. It's very funny though, because the guy that was like installing all this shit for me, I think he was annoyed when I was like, I don't care about 4K. And he's like, you could overclock it. Don't give a fuck about overclocking. Like, you know, sometimes it's like, you've got the kit there for these things that people like today, but you're not bothered about it. Yeah. I nearly said the words, nah man, 4K is like a bit of a scam. But I didn't want him to brick my PC before I got it back. If you turn on FSR, it's like 200% FPS boost in that game. Really? See, because I've never really played anything above 60. No, really. I don't know what I'm missing out on. I know this monitor here's like a... What's this monitor? Because that's going to cost me more money, because I've only upgraded that monitor to a new one and no this one. This monitor runs at like, is it like 180 hertz or something like that? The only thing I've ever noticed on this monitor is like the mouse cursor is significantly smoother than it is on my right monitor. So I'm over here wiggling it and it's nice and smooth, and then it's a wee bit choppier over there. I don't even know how to check what this fucking thing should be on. Graphics, there it is, graphics. Nah, that's right. How the fuck do I check what hertz this runs at? I literally did it the other day. Advanced display, there we go. Aye, this monitor's on 180 hertz. That one's on 60, I think. It's mad. I was on high settings, getting inconsistent below 60. Turned on FSR, never drops below 60 outside of random chugs. Oh, is that on Indiana Jones? I just want things to look decent and run well. That's all I really care about. Oh, Stalker 2. Sorry, Stalker 2. I didn't even look at the settings actually when I jumped back in. I just... Oh no, it auto-tuned them for me. You know, like, you know, Nvidia will scan for games and then be like, here's your recommended shit. What is FSR? Is that one of the frame gen things? See, that's the real test, Ben. I restarted Stalker 2 because I kind of forgot what I was doing. So I thought I'll just start new. But I've not been at a town yet to see. I think you could probably have the best rig in the world, but towns are still going to chug in some, it's like that thing of like, you're past the point of your PC power being the issue. It's that the game just isn't built. It's no built for this thing. But I should try and get to the tune. Your CPU is going to be better than mine now. Well, it's the new one, and it's going to be better than most of them. I don't mean that like. It's just what is it, the 90, whatever the new Ryzen 7 is. Is it 9800X 3D? I don't fucking know. All I know is it was the most expensive part of this bullshit. I shouldn't be saying this. I love you, computer. I was fucking lost without you for a week. They're basically patching the road into the game as you're walking down. Games are fun, man. I love gaming. Love games. Hate gamers. Nothing to be done for it. PC blown itself up out of spite. You know what? It would have every fucking right to. I'm still annoyed that the CPU fan is louder than my old one. But I downloaded one of the programs, Fan Control, that was recommended, and it did like a quick scan, and then I'm convinced it adjusted it because it does seem quieter than it was. So maybe I'm just getting used to it. I don't know. It's not as if it's fucking blaring. It's just me being a prick about how I barely heard it before, and now I can hear it idle a wee bit. But it's no. I don't think it goes insane when I put a game in it. I might just have to drop money on a better one. One of those Dark Rock Elite Be Quiet, whatever they're called. No, I'm sick of spending fucking money. I'm sick of spending money. I want to have money. No getaway. Do a subathon, get H-Borg out the blower. Hello, you know my pal Owen, and I think you might also follow me on Instagram or something for some reason. I need £1,000 cash right now, please. Don't do it, man. Silent PCs are a scam. If they've got fan, you can hear them. But genuinely, Mega Slippers, my last one, it was silent. It was quiet as fuck. Quiet as. The guy was like, you could even do water cooling. And I was like, alright. And in my head, I'm like, never in a million fucking year, mate. Water in there. An AIO. You fucking joking? Never cooling a computer with water. Never. Every now and again, you just have to open a wee thing, add more water, but stop air getting in while you add. There you go. Sounds fucking insane, man. It's alright, it's in tubes. Cool. Like the tubes in the road that they're always digging up to fix because they're fucked. You expect me to think the tube I put in here is going to be any better than the... tubes that break! The tubes that are literally designed to break. No. Give me a nice quiet fan. You see those PCs that are submerged in oil? I have seen that actually. I think I've seen it for like big companies where it's like it's kind of like server farm type shit. That freaks me out. That just freaks me the fuck out, that. Like that fella who built a PC in a pod. What? Just imagine a green motherboard all covered in algae. What was with the PC submerged in oil thing? Like, how does it fucking function? Mineral oil cooled PC. The first thing that you see, mineral oil PCs are a pain to maintain. Also, the parts will not be usable later on because the oil cannot be cleaned off. Hold on, we've got some images here. There's your PC submerged in oil. There. So it's just full of mineral oil. So I take. How the fuck is the PSU working in mineral oil? Is that no? Is it that mineral oil isn't conductive? Is that why it works? And because it will just absorb heat, there's so much of it that it's like it's not even having to be dissipated in some way. No, that's that looks like you just put it straight into a fish tank. That looks like someone got the wee net and removed all the fish, and then immediately went plonk. That's it. That's it. As in, that's exactly how it works. Because mineral oil isn't conductive, and because it must be such a good heat dissipator that there's so much of it that as the heat comes out, it's already cooled, and there's. These just look like something that will put you on a watch list. Aye, it looks like a bomb that somebody built at home. There we go. Just use a fucking fan. No, that looks like you. That looks like you accidentally dropped them in. There's a YouTube thumbnail. World's first all mineral oil gaming PC. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate, but you look as if somebody would draw a soy jack at you. Oh, Half-Life 2. Look up Pond PC made of copper pipes. Pond PC, really? Pond PC. Whoa! Holy fuck. YouTuber builds submersible PC. That's sick looking. That looks so much cool. That looks like the MacGuffin for a film. It looks like something that Iron Man would power himself with. It's the evil virus in a Mission Impossible film. Thank you. There it is. Chimera. That's mental. An underwater 4090. It's got 4090 in that. Oh, that's risky. Wow. Holy shit, man. Nicolas Cage was looking for this in The Rock. I saw a tweet the other day where someone had replicated the prop for that shit in The Rock. You know when they pull it out and it's like the green beads hanging? Somebody made it at home and it's like identical. Like a big project they were doing. That's mad. Wait, they did it as a Christmas tree. Is that what they were doing? I thought it was just they were making it as like, I want to recreate the prop. Like Adam Savage does that shit a lot. Where he'd be like, I love that thing in this film. I'm going to make it. Aye, the green shit for The Rock. Look at that, man. How do you even begin to think about that? And why copper? Does copper know rust in water? I don't know things about anything. Or anything about things. But that's fucking... Why is that so much cooler than the fish tank with the mineral oil? Also, would you have to make sure the pond had a certain pH to it that was amenable to the PC? For a second, I'm like, what if somebody came and stole it and got the 14? Like, as if it's not a pond in his garden or something. It reminds you of old diving suits, aye. Oh, copper is very conductive. That seems like a silly thing to do. Wait, what's the copper doing then? playing Stalker 2 in the Diving Bell. I've missed this, man. See, just a couple of weeks away, I miss reading funny shit here when we're talking nonsense. But what's this display, mate? Wait, that reminds me of old like Windows Media Player visualizer or something. Oh, it's copper because it's steampunk. That's just it. He wanted it to look kind of steampunky. Well, congrats, mate. What's this? Koi Pond PC build. You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That's. Oh! Wasn't supposed to make the cackling noise. Copper takes heat from the parts and dissipates it into the pond. Really? Alright. That's mad though. People shouldn't be. I was going to say they shouldn't be messing about with that. As if there's a danger other than, oh, I broke my thing. It's not like a new disease has been born from your mineral oil submerged PC. Maybe that's it, you. They're defying God. If God wanted your PC to be full of mineral oil, he would have done it in the first place. Yeah, that's me whipping the people. Yeah. I don't know why I imagined me saying that in Egypt while I whipped people. Big day building the pyramids, come home, whip the people that live in my house because they're talking about mineral oil cooling the stones. Yeah. Gang of slaves building you a 49. Fuck it. The Great Pyramids and then just a big 4090. Had to be that big back in the day, you know. Had to be. Man. I don't even know what I'm laughing about. I'm just laughing at nonsense. Spitting everywhere. What time is it? Fucking it, man. It's 9:10. It's been 40. I meant to come on here for like 5 minutes and just check that this worked and didn't, explode or anything. They just called them chips because they weren't micro yet. That's it. That's exactly it. Actually, I've been watching a lot of stuff on, I say Egypt, it's more like just history in general. There was a guy, I think it was for a YouTube short of him, a Mini Minute Man. He's like an archaeologist, and he's usually debunking, those people that are, it's always on TikTok, and they're like, you're telling me these steps weren't built for giants? You know that? Then he'll have to be like, no, it's staggered farmland. That's why there's the same thing on the opposite hill that we can see. And why is there human-sized stairs up the side of these giant steps? And all that shit. So I've been learning about a lot of... Because I was still under that misconception that the pyramids were built by slaves. Nah. Skilled fucking workers who knew exactly what they were doing. But school would have me think that it was like, oh, it was definitely this. Nah, turns out no. YouTuber builds mana cool sarcophagus PC. That was one of the other things. It was about, see the wee simple things that he points out about Egypt where people are like, why is this Pharaoh's pyramid one that you have to like walk through it crouched? It's quite a small, like you walk through it crouched and then you get into the chamber and it's a very plain small chamber with the place where they buried the pharaoh, and yet this one in the Valley of the Kings is like this, and he just has to come screaming in there like, because 1400 years passed between those two people dying. Do you think the ritual around burials was maybe fucking different over that period of time? Why is it so cramped in here? Because it was designed to take a coffin into with a corpse in it, bury them, and then leave and never come in again. That's why it's not decorated with golden paintings and filigree. That's why there's no jewels in here. It was 1400 years before the ones where they were decorating the tomb for the kings, and because it was just a tomb. It was just a tomb to put a body. But 1400 years. Think of how much culture changes in 1400 years. But conspiracy theory weirdos, man. Maybe they had 1400 years to figure shit out. Why isn't there a TV inside this coffin? Oh God, just seen coffin. This is just train of thought shit now. I was reading a thing earlier, and it was somebody talking about being at an open casket funeral for a family member. I've never been to an open casket one. I think it would freak me out quite a bit. It always feels like it's something that's more popular in like other parts of the world, no Britain. I don't mean it feels very un-British. I feel like I never hear about it here. They were talking about the family members being annoyed at the lipstick that was placed on the old woman's body, because they said it was too pink, and you fucking agreed to that shade with the mortician and shit. Anyway, and the person was like, their family are quite upset, so they thought they would fix it, and they went up to the corpse and tried to rub the lipstick off. And I think people don't understand that corpses are preserved in a very specific way, and and they described it as something like a hot knife through butter. They just pushed the lips right off her fucking face with a slight lips right off. They used the emoji that looks like that to describe how she looked. Pushed them right off her fucking face. That's much better than that pink lipstick. I mean, you would have to just be like, let's just shut the lid of that. I realised I did that like I was shutting the lid of a car bonnet, because I don't know how a casket shuts. I assume it what's the same as a car bonnet. You just, but I pushed their fucking lips right off. Maybe that's why morticians work with like very delicate wee brushes, and then there is a point of like, right, nothing else can be changed. Nothing. You got a wee smudge there, man, just face off. Nah, put some glue and putty on her face. Could you imagine how annoying it would be if you were the one that was like, oh, prepared her perfectly, she looks great. Then you go back and she's sitting there like that. Lovely teeth on her. She looks so happy. Oh, she would have looked like she had braces on because they wire the jaw shut. Remember the mortuary assistant? It's like fucking things get ding, 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 and then wire between them that's twisted to. I didn't Gran had braces. Deary me. I'd be fuming in awe. My work, my masterpiece. There it is. The corpse ends up looking like that Spanish painting that was done by the nun. She wasn't even a nun. I think she was a cleaner. And she cleaned it and then had to try and replicate it. That photo, man. I'm pretty sure she was just. Let me just check. I think it was a Spanish fresco. Botched restoration of Jesus fresco. Oh, it miraculously saved a Spanish town. Maybe it brought. Sorry, just looking at it again. Oh man, it's like fucking Whistler's mother for being the movie. Elias Garcia Martinez, Ichi Homo, 1930. And Cecilia Jimenez is infamous. Wait, that would you pronounce that Jimenez? It's not a J, it's a G. I've never seen G in place of the H noise, so maybe, I don't know. Infamous 2012, that was fucking hell, that was that long ago. That was the year we nearly got Coney. We were that close to getting Coney. Oh, it is a Jimenez. Why a G then? Is that just a regional thing? I thought it was always just a G. 2012. Aye, it feels like it was a couple of years ago. In 2012, Cecilia Jimenez, an 82-year-old widow, and she was an amateur painter, attempted to restore Ichi Homo, an almost century-old fresco of Jesus crowned with thorns in a local church in Borja, Spain. Despite a valiant effort, the tragically failed restoration went viral, and Jimenez's attempt was met with mockery and scorn. Images of the botched fresco swirled around Twitter and Facebook, inspiring a slew of memes and parodies now found on the internet. Wait, I could have sworn it was reported as that she had tried to clean it, but this sounds as if she just decided to try and restore it. And there it's saying 2 years later the village has reassessed their attitudes and turned their ridicule into gratitude. Viral images and memes gifted the rural town with free publicity. 150,000 tourists from all over the world came to see Jimenez's artistic endeavour and visit the sanctuary overlooking Borja. It was an actual restoration attempt. I could have sworn like it reported as like a cleaner fucked up. Maybe that was the initial lie. The impact of Ichi Homo has been great for businesses, said Mr. Bayer, a restaurateur who has done well enough to open a second restaurant. Sadly, everyone heads to look at a painting that, frankly, is ugly. However ugly the fresco may be, Ichi Homo is stamped on the town's lottery tickets, and nearby vineyards are fighting over the right to use the image on wine labels. It's even gotten plum positioning in a Spanish film in which thieves attempt to steal it. Miracles from mistakes. Wait, what's the saying? Is it mistakes from miracles? Miracle? No, what is it? Something good happened, kinda. But fuck me, man. Aye, a restoration attempt by an 81-year-old. A happy accident, aye, that's nice. Fucking hell, man. And it's not even as if, like, I don't know if you can restore a fresco. Isn't the way frescoes work because they're literally painted on a wall? Self-taught. What? I'm self-taught. What? I watch a guy on YouTube who's really good. Baumgartner restoration. It's a guy who does like paint restoration stuff. Really fucking good. Like you learn a lot about the process and stuff. So they probably should have called him in. Aye, Baumgartner, it's good. Good shit. It's a wee bit like paint and restoration ASMR. It's no intended to be that, but it's good. Aye, the hot table. I love when he fires up the hot table. Fucking hell though, man. 2012. That's wild. And he loves this Japanese mulberry paper. Aye, check out Baumgartner restoration on YouTube. You know when somebody's get like a proper love and respect for their job, he's one of those people. Aye, that rabbit skin glue that he's always having to scrape off unless solvents will do the job. But you learn so much shit about like mounting a painting that's crumbling to bits. You mount it on a thing so that you can then work with it, and about how you've got to use restoration grade material because the restoration that you perform should always be able to be undone if need be. So there's a layer that's on top of each painting he restores, which means if for any reason they wanted to, that can all be taken away with, like, I'd imagine, various solvent treatments and heat method and stuff. It's reversible if need be. I did interest in that shit. I can't believe this is where we've ended up. After like an hour of nonsense, I think we'll call it a night. I think we'll call this a successful test. I can clearly still talk shite for long periods of time, and clearly this is doing its job. Aye, it all works. I can't believe you gave me subs for this shit. Here's an hour of nothing. Chat. It is good to chat though, isn't it? It's good to have a nice wee chat. There's streamers I watch where it's like an hour and a half before they get to the game, and I'm no naming names, Paige. But that's what people show up for, isn't it? Guy, what games you be playing soon? Well, we need to get back to Wind Waker. Silence phone. We need to get back to Wind Waker. I'm not sure what's... I'll need to look into Wind Waker again. Thankfully, I've still got the save file, and I still have the special copy for the GameCube. But I think I might need to redo this GameCube's settings and maybe remind the GameCube what the button layout is on its controller. I think I might need to do that. But thankfully, the save file that I worried was gone. Previous guy was clever enough to back that shit up. I get very lucky. I remember to back up most of my stuff just in case, before I knew that I wasn't going to be able to have my M2 work in this one. So I'm very lucky that I went, just in case, I'll back pretty much everything up. The only thing I lost, it's not a massive deal. The only thing I lost was my save file for Fallout London, which is kind of annoying. I think I'd put like 15 hours into it. That's a wee bit annoying, but that's what it is. Be quiet, phone. Oh. More games are for sale on your Steam wishlist. I know, it's December, that's how it works. How is Fallout London? Andrew, it's fucking hard, man. Fallout London feels like it's made for people who liked playing regular Fallout on harder difficulties. Like, see right at the start of the game. Spoiler, you leave a facility at the start of the game. You leave a place and go into the world. You get straight on like a monorail type thing. It crashes. And then I was 15 hours deep and still hadn't solved the thing. The monorail crashes, and from that point, so it's the very start of the game basically, you have a permanent debuff of 30% to damage you take. So you take 30% more damage from everything. And I was doing main story quests and still hadn't got that cured in 15 hours. But there is a very funny wee companion you can get called Archie, who's like almost like a Victorian chimney sweep. And he picks locks and stuff. And when gunfights break out, he doesn't fight, but he'll run like through gunfire and you can see him, like the blood splatter happening even though he's no dying, and he's just like, oh, bugger me. So there's shit like that. But no, it's hard. It's difficult. It's a hard game. The only thing that I'm kind of disappointed in it for is I thought there was going to be less I thought it was going to be less gun heavy. I thought they were going to go for the joke of like when British folk go, oh, America and their guns, and Americans go like, you and your fucking knives. I thought it was all going to be like the funniest thing that could possibly happen would be like the first 10 hours of the game, everybody's just got a knife. That's everybody's weapon. but there's a lot of guns. There's a lot of guns. But aye, it's Fallout 4 with a total conversion mod to be set in London. There's a couple of things where it's like, there's Radgers, which is like a rad badger, you know, a badger that's mutated. I followed a signal up to a rooftop where somebody was asking for help, and when I got there was a corpse, and from the top floor of the building dropped down a legendary Radwomble or something like that. A big mutant womble that attacked me. There's some kind of ropey English accents. And the only Scottish person I've heard in the game was an evil bastard. Oh, but instead of Nuka-Cola, they have Ion Brew. Ion. That's the juice joke. The soda joke. Oh, it's alright, but it's hard, I don't know if there was a difficulty slider for it or anything. But, and there's, so you find groups of enemies that are like, what is it again? So instead of bottle caps, your currency is tickets, like train tickets. Ghouls they're sometimes called ghouls, but they're, I think the common term in the London version, it's like commuters. So there's a lot of that kind of naming scheme stuff around things like that. You've got people that are dressed like old English war types, like when it would have been like the time of American independence, 1700s, late 1700s kind of gear. There's a lot of that. I think they've like raided museums and they're just kind of obsessed with like England's past kind of stuff. Redcoats, aye, that was the kind of term I was looking for. There's that shit. There's a new race, if you like, who are kind of Innsmouthy. They're called Thames folk, and it's like people, I think it's people who were irradiated in the water is meant to be why it's made them look that way. So they're a bit fishy, a bit gilly. The Thames folk. Saw the trailer for 28 Years Later the other day, and it's got that English apocalypse Threads-ish. Aye. Oh, I found the Threads outfit in Fallout London. You know, the traffic warden outfit, complete with the bandages. So that's in there as an outfit you can find. But it's good. It's a Fallout game. You know, you see a wee thing moving, you go into vats, you shoot its fucking head off. Oh, and instead of dog meat, like as an Alsatian, it's a British bulldog called Churchill. You know, that kind of thing. I think it's called Churchill. Or it's called Winston. Aye, it's just like, take this thing from Fallout, replace it with an English thing. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You've got a gang of English people called like Johnny Shrapnel. And they call him that because he got a big fucking bit of shrapnel sticking out his forehead. Stuff like that. But I check it out. It's to play it, you just need to have its own GOG on Good Old Games. You need to have the Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, and then you download Fallout London off there for free. And it's, you know, it's just like pasted on top of Fallout 4 basically. Give it a go. I mean, it's technically free if you own Fallout 4. Fallout 4's always on sale on GOG for like £6. Cheap as chips. Aye. Right. That's 9:30. Cheers for helping me test and giving me some chat. I'm feeling less stressed about things in general, knowing this is viable, you know. I don't know what I thought would be wrong. You never know. Something might have went insane. I don't know, man. Oh, look at that cool dude just walked. Oh, night night.